Hi viewers, are you a person interested in research? Now here is a video on Introduction to Research Methodology. Let's look at the definitions of research first. What is research? In general, research can be defined as search for knowledge. It can also be defined as a movement from known to the unknown. It can be defined as a careful investigation, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. Method which man employs for obtaining the knowledge of whatever the unknown is the definition of research. Research can also be defined as systemized effort to gain new knowledge. It is the scientific and systematic search for pertinent information on a specific topic. Research can also be defined as the art of scientific investigation. What is research process? Defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses or suggested solutions, collecting, organizing, evaluating data, making deductions and reaching conclusions, carefully testing the conclusions to determine whether they fit the formulating hypothesis. These are the steps a researcher should follow in research process. Research can be summarized as the process followed in the search for knowledge while providing a solution to a problem through systematic approach can be defined as research. Research can also be defined as a systematic approach followed during generalization and the formulation of a theory. According to Professor C. R. Kothari, research is termed as the systematic method consisting of enunciating the problem, formulating a hypothesis, collecting the facts or data, analyzing the facts, and reaching certain conclusions, either in the form of solutions towards the concerned problem or in certain generalizations for some theoretical formulation. What are the objectives of research? To find out the solutions for problems by applying scientific procedures. To find out the truth which has not been determined and made known to the research community. To gain familiarity with the phenomenon or to achieve new insights into it. To portray accurately the characteristics of a particular individual, situation, or a group. To determine the frequency with which something occurs or with which it is associated with something else. To test a hypothesis of a causal relationship between variables. So these are the objectives of research. What could be the motivation for research? A person might take research to get a degree along with its consequential benefits, or with a desire to face the challenge in solving the unsolved problems, that is concern over practical problems, may initiate research. To get intellectual joy of doing some creative work, to be of service to society, with a desire to get respectability, or a person might do research based on the directives of government or employment conditions. Research approaches can be classified as quantitative or qualitative. Quantitative approach may be either inferential, experimental, or of simulation type. Under inferential type of research, a database may be formed from which the characteristics or the relationships of population through survey could be inferred. It is then determining the population has the same characteristics. So this could be an inference. Experimental type of research could be characterized by much greater control over the research environment. Some variables are manipulated to observe their effect on other variables. Under simulation type of research, the construction of an artificial environment within which relevant information and data can be generated is present. It also permits an observation of the dynamic behavior of a system or its subsystem under controlled conditions. Simulation type of research may be useful in building models for understanding future conditions. So what is qualitative type of research? Qualitative research is concerned with subjective assessment of attitudes, opinions, and behavior. Qualitative research is a function of researchers' insight and impressions. Qualitative research generates results either in non-quantitative form or in the form which are not subjected to rigorous quantitative analysis. Examples may be group interviews, projective techniques, and depth interviews. Finally, we will have a discussion on research method and research methodology and distinguish one from the other. Research method constitutes all those methods, techniques that are used to conduct research. It refers to the methods used by the researcher during the course of studying his or her research problem. Research methods can be either qualitative or quantitative, which may include survey, case study, interview, questionnaire, observation, etc. Research methods are those methods which help in collecting data and conducting research in order to achieve specific objectives such as theory testing or development. All instruments and behavior used at the various levels of research activity such as making observations, data collection, data processing, drawing inferences, decision making, etc. are included in it. Research methods can be put into three categories. Under the first category, all those methods which are concerned with the collection of data will be included. Such methods are used when the existing data is not sufficient to reach the solution. The second category includes those statistical techniques which are used for establishing relationships between data and the unknown. And the third category consists of those methods which are used to evaluate the accuracy of the results obtained. Research methodology, on the other hand, constitutes the study of methods that help in solving the research problem. It refers to the science of learning the way research should be performed systematically. It also refers to the rigorous analysis of the methods applied during research to ensure that the conclusions drawn are valid, reliable, and credible too. In the process of research methodology, the researcher takes an overview of various steps that are chosen by him in understanding the problem at hand, along with the logic behind the methods employed by the researcher during study. Research methodology justifies the use of a particular method or technique and not others, so that the results obtained can be assessed either by the researcher himself or herself or by any other party. Finally, we will just summarize with a comparison between research method and research methodology. Research method refers to procedures or technique applied by the researcher to undertake research, whereas in research methodology, it refers to the system of methods used scientifically for solving the research problem. Research method refers to the behavior or tool employed in selecting and building research technique, whereas research methodology implies the science of analyzing the manner in which research is conducted appropriately. Research method is concerned with carrying out experiment, tests, surveys, interviews, etc. While research methodology is concerned with learning various techniques which can be employed in the performance of experiment, test or survey. Research method covers various investigation techniques, whereas research methodology consists of simple, complete approach aligned towards the attainment of purpose. Research method intends to discover the solution to the problem at hand, whereas research methodology aspires to apply appropriate procedures with a view to ascertaining solutions. So, in this video, we have given a brief introduction to research method and research methodology, and we have finally concluded with a comparison of research method and research methodology. Hope this was useful to you. Thank you.